Hello students, our today's topic is MAEP-001 dissertation. So if you are enrolled for Masters of Arts in Adult Education program in Indira Gandhi National Open University, this video will assist you to make your project proposal and project report. So let's go to the guideline of MAEP-001 dissertation. The most important part of making your project proposal and project report is selecting the topic. So we'll be beginning this video with topic selection. Okay. On the guideline, there's so many topics already given. So I'm just taking the reference of those topics which are going to be helpful for you. Okay. So here are list of some suggested problem topics for dissertation work. Appendix 4, page number 77 in the guideline. Okay, so let's see for this particular dissertation what kind of topic you can select. The first one is a study of learning needs and choice of illiterate male and female adults in rural areas. You can put the areas as per your locale. Let's say if you are from Hyderabad, you can put Hyderabad, the rural area of Hyderabad here. Okay, let's say if you are from Bihar, from a particular village of Bihar, you can put the name of that village here and you can make the topic. Okay, second is attitude of BPL learners towards learning of literacy and adult education program. A study of gender disparity in participation of adults in adult education programs. Organizational and motivational problem of adult participations and functionaries in implementation of adult education programs. Attitude and practices of adult education volunteer instructor to adult education programs. Okay, in this way, in this particular guideline, there are so many topics already given and you can choose any one as per your convenience. Okay, you can see here almost like 150 topics are given. So I don't think any student has problem with topic selection. Okay, now let's go to the second most important thing is making the proposal. Okay, let me just open it. Give me a second. Where is the proposal? Quantitative general standing and procedural guidelines, formulation of statement of problem, identification, research, development of a research proposal or the problem. Page number 14. Let's go to page number 14. Okay, so we'll be studying about development of a research proposal on the problem. Components of a research proposal, essential set of questions to be addressed. Okay, while you prepare research proposal for dissertation work, you need to be clear about a set of relevant questions. The answers to these questions constitute different components or aspects of a research proposal. In table 1, the question to be addressed by you and the corresponding answers components that form parts of your research proposal are given. Please go through them carefully because while you develop the research proposal. For dissertation work, your proposal needs to incorporate such components. Okay. So questions and corresponding components of research proposal. What do you purpose to study? Okay, in which you have to write the title of the study. Okay, you have to decide the title of the study. In the same way, you just have to read all these questions, and for those questions what component should be there in proposal, it is mentioned here. Okay, like title of study, context, justification or rationale of the study, statement of the problem, operational definition of the terms, research questions, objectives of the study, hypothesis, delimitations of the study, review of literature, methodology of the study, population of the study, sample. So basically you have to understand that these components has to be in your project proposal. Okay, here it is given title of the proposal. Okay, then you have to write introduction. Okay, then you have to write statement of the problem, then review of literature, then research question. The research question should be related to your topic of the study. Then you have to write objectives of the study, then hypothesis if there is any, then operational definition of the terms, then methodology. Okay, in methodology you have to mention method, population and sample, tools and techniques for data collection, procedure of data analysis. After methodology you have to write references. In this way these components has to be there in your project proposal. Okay, now let's go to another important topic. Another important topic for in this guideline is making of the project report. How you can make the project report once your synopsis gets approved by the supervisor who has been assigned to you at your study center by Indira Gandhi National Open University. Okay, so basically in your project report most of the things that you have already mentioned in project proposal will be the same. The difference is you have to analyze the data in project report. Okay, and then you have to write the findings, conclusion and suggestions. Now let's talk about 4.4.1. Yes, general format of the research report dissertation. So what would be the format of your dissertation? Let's understand. You have to understand that the first thing is title page. Okay, you have to make the title page with these information. Okay, you can download this guideline and read this guideline thoroughly so that you can understand each and everything. Okay, because in one video you cannot explain everything in a very detail. Okay, second thing is declaration page, then certificate page. These are the annexures which is attached with this particular guideline. I'm gonna show you. later in the video. Then acknowledgement. This is also an action that you have to attach. Table of content page. Whatever you have written in your project report, you have to make that table of content. Okay. Now let's see what would be the body of your dissertation. So in body of your report, you have to write introduction, a statement of the problem, design of the study, methodology of the study, or analysis and interpretation of data, summary, conclusion, suggestion, references in third section. Okay, so you can understand here that your dissertation must have these chapters. Okay, introduction, chapter 1 introduction you can write, then you can add review of literature as a chapter, then in research methodology as a third chapter, then fourth chapter as analysis and interpretation of data, and then fifth chapter as summary, conclusion, and suggestions. Then at the end you have to write the references. Okay, here like in APA format you have to write the references. Okay, all the review of literature and citation which you have mentioned in your project report, you have to provide the references at the bottom of your project report at dissertation. And let's talk about the appendices that you have to attach. Okay, while taking your project proposal, you have to attach the project proposal pro forma, which is appendix 1. This will be attached with the project proposal, okay, in which you have to fill the details and submit the proposal with it. Now these are the sample of research proposal given in the guideline. How you can write a sample proposal, you can see in the guideline, so that you have good knowledge of writing the proposal. Okay, this is how you write the statement of the problem, this is how you write research question, this is how you write objective of the study. In this way you'll have proper knowledge of writing the proposal. You can download it and study it properly. And here one more research proposal sample is given. You can see the sample. Okay, these are the topics we already have discussed. Now this is appendix 4, pro forma for approval of MA dissertation proposal of Masters of Art in Education. Okay, so this is project proposal pro forma, has to be attached with proposal. Okay, and this is the format or table of content of dissertation. Table of content. So in your dissertation, your table of content must look like this. You have to write acknowledgement, list of table, list of figures, list of abbreviation, then chapter 1, then chapter 2. In this particular guideline, you have to write the chapterization like this. Okay, so basically here in chapter 2 it is asked to write a statement of the problem and scope instead of review of literature. So you have to write chapter 2 as a statement of the problem and scope. Okay, first chapter will be introduction. You can add the review of literature in chapter 1. However, in many other courses review of literature is shown as a separate chapter, but in this guideline, as per the guideline, you just put the review of literature inside introduction and make statement of the problem and scope as a chapter 2. Okay, chapter 3 would be methodology of the study, 4 analysis of and interpretation of data, chapter 5 summary, conclusion, and suggestions. At last you have to write bibliography and then appendices. Okay, you already know the bibliography, books, journals, dissertation reports has to be there. And in appendices, approval of dissertation proposal, tools and techniques that you have used in research methodology has to be written here. Raw data and certain tables, any new materials you have to write here. Okay, so this is all. Okay, here is the declaration I told you about, that you have to mention in your project report while submitting the project report. The declaration certificate has to be there. So in this video, I think I already have explained most important things that you have to take care while making your synopsis, project proposal or project report. If you have any more queries, you can write in the comment box or contact me on 7042915615. I will directly answer your questions, and if you want assistance while making your project report, or if you want us to make your customized project report, contact us. Will definitely help you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.